Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. I'm afraid this is another troll video. You're looking at a 105 LipH 18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, we know as Fifi La Pew Pew, or other players know as a Leffy or a Leaf Blower. In fact, there's two of them in this game, and there's a Panzer Selbstfahrerfährte 4B, which is otherwise known as a Grasshopper 10. Now, I'm afraid there's two trolls in this game as well. One of them is in the KV-1, and the other one is the AMX ELC, and they're both in the same platoon. Platoon number 3, I think it was. Is it them, or is it the T-28s? No, it is them. There they go, the AMX ELC and the KV-1. And they're now about to interfere with Gull Cali in the other Fifi. Now, we're staying in third person mode because, as you can see, the Unlucky Leprechaun, he's actually playing the game and he's shooting at the enemy, but the trolls, they're not. In fact, what we'll do is we'll move over there and see exactly what they're doing to the Fifi. Okay, let's move forward a bit, and you can see they're trying to flip him over using the bank. The pair of them working together to absolutely ruin the game of this player. And in fact, actually, they said later on that they did it to make a statement. So Wargaming, how about you make a statement to them to say if they're going to continue doing this sort of behaviour, that you're going to ban them from the game and not consider them for amnesty, because the AMX just fired on him to try and kill him, and they are now pushing him back against the back of the wall. He's not doing anything wrong by the game, but he's being trolled mercilessly by these two. Now, Wargaming, if you didn't know, is considering an amnesty for all the toxic players who've actually carried out acts which have damaged the game, which are against the rules of the game, and they're trying to get these players back into the game again, presumably so that they can make more profit from these players. But all they're doing is they're going to increase the number of toxic acts by these players on other players. Well, they've finished with that 105 and they're now coming over to attack our player. Yes, because they've now decided to go after the Unlucky Leprechaun. And yes, here they are. Whoa, I think I went a bit too far there. Let's get back up into the sky, and you can see the AMX ELC tried to troll the Unlucky Leprechaun, but couldn't push him about. And the KV-1 appears to have given up trying for the moment. Of course, because they've been trolling these players, the enemy's been doing rather well. In fact, the score is now 1-7, and they've given up trying to attack the Unlucky Leprechaun, and he's actually being killed. And instead, the KV-1 and the ELC are now attacking the enemy, but the enemy are killing them. The ELC's gone, and it won't be long before this KV-1's wiped out as well. Yep, the enemy ELC's found him, and it looks like he's got the 90mm gun. So it won't be long before he's out the game. So Wargaming, far from actually giving people an amnesty, you should be banning these people for good and keeping them out of the game. Because these players are toxic players. They shouldn't be in the game because they don't play by your rules. And they don't agree with your rules. They want to destroy the game for other people. And as a consequence, that's costing you money. Because these players will go and play other games. They'll go and play things like War Thunder or Eve or, dare I say it, Fortnite. And there you go. You've lost, this entire team's lost the game in next to no time at all. All down to the actions of a couple of toxic players. Well, let's have a look at the end of battle score. And we can see the Unlucky Leprechaun did manage to get 2 hits on the enemy, but the battle was over so quickly that he wasn't able to get any more damage. It still, all the couple of shots that he did get on target actually did earn him 443 hit points of damage. The high scorer was a Hetzer on their team with 623, but it was the enemy team who did the best. They only lost 2 players in the entire game and wiped out the rest of the enemy team completely, or their enemy completely. And well, I suppose what we need to do is highlight the 2 toxic trolls. It's CapitaineAlain, or Alan, sounds French to me, in the KV1, and the other one is the AMX ELC, which is this player, Hadeswar69. Now, he did do some damage to the enemy when he wasn't mucking about, but very little. That was only after he'd stopped trolling the Fifis and decided to actually get engaged in the war. So these 2 players need to be banned from the game. Wargaming, don't give these people amnesties. They do not deserve it. They need to be out of the game because they are costing you money. So you need to get rid of them, not let them back into the game by the back door saying, oh, be a good boy this time. These people are not going to behave. They're just going to take your amnesty as a sign of weakness and then carry on doing what they were doing before. In fact, that's what's going to happen with all the toxic players. So please, Wargaming, rethink your amnesty. It's going to damage the game. It's going to cost you money in the long run. Thanks for watching.